Russia launched a large-scale missile and drone attack at various regions across Ukraine early on Saturday, killing at least 3 and wounding dozens of others. An anti-immigration demonstration in The Hague turned violent on Saturday, with rioters setting a police vehicle on fire and temporarily blocking a highway. A cyber attack at major airports in Europe, including in Brussels, London and Berlin, disrupted air traffic and caused delays on Saturday. Russia launched a large-scale missile and drone attack at various regions across Ukraine early on Saturday, killing at least 3 and wounding dozens of others. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia launched over 600 drones and missiles, which targeted 9 regions across the country. He added that Moscow targeted Ukraine's infrastructure as well as residential areas. Meanwhile, Kyiv has continued its attacks on Russia's oil industry, striking 2 oil refineries in Russia's Saratov and Samara regions. The attacks come as part of Kyiv's wider campaign in targeting Russian oil and gas infrastructure, which Zelensky claims is a key income source that is funding Russia's war against Ukraine. On Friday, the European Commission proposed a fresh round of sanctions on Russia, including on its liquefied natural gas. Zelensky welcomed the additional sanctions, saying it targets the key engines of the war economy. An anti-immigration demonstration attended by hundreds in The Hague turned violent on Saturday. Groups of rioters temporarily blocked the highway, set a police vehicle on fire and threw objects at riot police. The police in return used tear gas and a water cannon to disperse the crowd. Protesters also vandalized the office of centre-left political party Democrats 66. Its party leader Rob Jetten called on rioters to, quote, keep their hands off political parties and said they would not be intimidated. Other political figures, including caretaker Prime Minister Dick Schoof and far-right party leader Geert Wilders, denounced the violence. Hundreds had gathered at the Malieveld in The Hague after a woman called Els Rechts on social media issued a call to protest against immigration and demand stricter asylum laws. She has also denounced the violence and clarified she had intended for it to be a peaceful protest. A cyber attack at major airports in Europe, including in Brussels, London and Berlin, disrupted air traffic and caused delays on Saturday. The cyber attack targeted an external provider that handles airport check-in and boarding systems rather than specific airlines or airports themselves.
Ze kunnen nog steeds gebruik maken van de computer, maar ze moeten heel wat gegevens handmatig koppelen. Het stoelnummer, de bagage en ook boardingpasses zullen door sommigen handmatig moeten ingevuld worden. Ja, dus dat is een complexer systeem dan gebruikelijk, wat zorgt helaas voor vertragingen en annuleringen van vluchten.
Brussels Airport says the incident had a large impact on flight schedules, with longer waiting times, several delays and some flight cancellations. Authorities at Berlin's Brandenburg Airport said operators had cut off connections to the affected systems on Friday. The airport did not face any cancellations but did warn passengers for delays. Meanwhile, London Heathrow Airport, Europe's busiest, also reported no cancellations and said disruptions had been minimal.
6 years after the devastating fire, the towers of Notre-Dame de Paris Cathedral are reopened to the public this Saturday. Suspended since the fire in April 2019, the tour has been completely redesigned. It now features a grand double staircase in solid oak, inspired by Château de Chambord, to guide visitors up to 424 steps. At the top, 69 meters high, visitors are rewarded with breathtaking views of Paris and a close-up look at the famous gargoyles and the cathedral's bells. They can also admire the new oak framework known as the Forest, which was rebuilt after being devastated by flames. French President Emmanuel Macron was the first to make the new ascent on Friday. Public demand is huge. Tickets for the opening weekend during the European Heritage Day sold out in just 24 minutes.